All right, everybody, welcome in. Hello, hello. If the title has drawn you here, then you are in the right place. Let's see what's going on for you. This is not really connected to a zodiac sign, but if I see anything in the reading that directs me in that direction, I will certainly let you know. If you're looking to learn how to read tarot yourself from me, tomorrow there is a price increase on that class. So if you're looking for that, check it out below. All right, there's a link below. All right, let's see where we're going. I'm adding a whole bunch of new content to that class. Those of you who already have bought that class are going to get all that new content. So yay for you. All right, let's see where we're going here. Loyal heart. I saw this a couple times when I was shuffling. Imagine yin energy, that's the Ace of Cups. And truth be told, some of you are finally telling the truth to yourself about a relationship, finally letting yourself in on the secret. Okay. So if you have been connected to a relationship that has been unhealthy for you, you're finally seeing it. Those of you who have wanted to be in a relationship with a person and haven't known why that's not happening, now you're going to see it. Okay. And now you'll be able to go in that direction. I feel like this is pulling in a person, pulling in the right person for you. Some of you have had some deeply self-limiting kinds of energy around love relationships because of having maybe some problems with relationships in the past. I don't even want to call them problems. I mean, relationships are learning grounds. So if you have had struggles or if you have had challenges around relationships, I feel like you're finally to a place where you're ready for something healthy, something good. And it's only because you kind of kicked out the unhealthy or toxic patterns. Now, some of you could be experiencing that throughout the month of September. I am going to talk to you about the September astrology. There's a lot going on. We have eclipse season going on, full moon in Pisces happening on the 7th, and the new moon in Virgo happening on the 22nd, 21st, 22nd. So there's something here about feeling versus thinking. Mercury is involved in this. Mercury is sitting right around the south node. So these are past life patterns, thinking patterns that have gotten you stuck, and it's time to remove them so you can go toward legitimate, aligned feeling. So there's some self-limiting belief in you. This is why you keep attracting the same kind of toxic patterns over and over again, because you haven't actually disavowed the self-limiting belief. You haven't actually said, wait a second, that's wrong. So whether it's an I'm not worthy message or an I'm unlovable message or I'll never get what I want message, whatever that is, I feel like this first week of September is going to give you an opportunity, and that full moon eclipse in Pisces is going to purge, baby, purge. Those thoughts, Virgo, South Node, this is a Pisces, Virgo axis. And if you've taken any of my classes, if you take it, especially the North Node classes, because that talks about like where we're going toward. We have the North Node in Pisces, this full moon in Pisces. So we're going toward something that's going to be more emotionally fulfilling if we can purge the ideas, Virgo, ruled by Mercury, right? If we can purge the ideas, purge the thinking, and really get to the core of your own lovableness, your own desire for connection. Maybe you've been blocking that or not wanting that. And like subconsciously, maybe because you feel like not ready for it, but I feel like you're ready for it now. Okay. This first week is really going to help you get there. If you don't feel, oh, wow. Ace of Cups again, potential. Look at this. Death, Hierophant, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. All right. I'm going to take the 7 of Wands here too. There's been some kind of conflict around your boundaries as it relates to love relationships. It may have shown up in other kinds of relationships relationships with money, relationships with family. If you have been pushing back on love relationships, relationships are how we grow and evolve. And so it had to come out somewhere. The learning has to come from somewhere. And so you now have a new potential here. You got the Ace of Cups here twice. And so to really radically change, transform, I feel like some of you are going to become very capable. Here's the news flash. You already were. I just don't feel like you believed you were. Okay. And so some of you are going to have a lot of responsibilities with money, meaning, with great abundance comes great responsibility. There is a clash. It can be about other people. Maybe this is where you got the self-limiting belief that you deserve love or you deserve abundance, that I'm not worthy, or I this is something that's not in the cards for me. Ha ha ha. But that's changing. That's ending. That's ending. The Death card. And it's like you're not going to get your value from external things anymore. Maybe you were feeling valuable only when you were in a relationship, and when you're not, then you felt all of these self-limiting beliefs. And so now this is basically saying, hey, it's coming. Those beliefs are being purged, and they're being replaced with the potential, the truth of who you are, lovable and amazing and wonderful, and all of the good things, right? All of the good things. You've been telling yourself limiting beliefs for too long. This is coming from an outside source. So there could be some kind of squabble or conflict with an outside person who basically is trying to keep you small. And you're like, hey, step off, back up. You're not the boss of me. You don't get to tell me how valuable or worthy I am. I'm doing that. And then you're like, wait, who said that? I'm going to do that for myself. Okay. So Justice. That's this truth be told card too. This is Libra energy. Got Mars in Libra right now. Lovers, Gemini, the Five of Wands. I'm glad I'm using this mythic deck, because in some of the other decks, this Seven of Wands and Five of Wands look kind of similar. The Seven of Wands is usually a guy up on sort of a berm, and he's fighting off people. In this looks more like the Five of Wands does in other decks, meaning everybody is sort of down in the mud fighting. And I just feel like the Five of Wands in this deck, this is the mythic deck, and this says to me that it's you and me against the problem, that I'm going to change. I'm going to shift and change, because now I feel my own worth and value. I'm going to shift and change out of this me and you fighting because of this misalignment in me or in you, right? There's a misalignment that we're hooking into. You're like, hey, that ain't true. So you fall out of resonance with somebody who's been keeping you small, and now you're aligned. So abundance can come in, love can come in. Knight of Wands, now you're moving. The Star, Sag, Aquarius. So we got all the air signs here, and Taurus, Scorpio. Nine of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Woo! Devil energy. So that is Capricorn energy, and it's like stopping the forward movement. This is like going back to those self-limiting beliefs, right? It's like, I'm holding you down. I'm trying to keep you down. But I feel like you're seeing this. I feel like you're seeing that this is something that does need to be purged. Something that does need to be purged, okay? Mars in Libra, Jupiter in Cancer, Saturn in Aries, but Saturn is moving back into Pisces. Neptune is still there. Okay, Chiron is there. All right, Chiron. Yes, Chiron. So there's something here about a wound that needs your attention, a wound of self-limiting beliefs that have come from family. The way to move forward is to kind of let it out of the box. This is Pandora's box in this deck, the star card. And sort of let all that stuff, open the Pandora's box. And I feel like at first that's going to cause you a little, it's like you were staying in keeping small because it made the other people comfortable, but you're about to step into what you're about to step into is going to make those people who tried to keep you small uncomfortable. Good. It should. Okay. And that's the transformation here. Stepping into massive amounts of abundance, stepping into massive opportunities for love, because you've shifted your way of thinking. You've let go of that. You've let go of this lie. Just going to call it what it is. You've let go of a lie that has kept you small. So the Five of Wands is saying to me that this is a time for alignment and seeing like what the real issue is. So some of you may be fighting a parent or fighting an experience in your life, when really this is about, I'm going to get clear on what's going on inside me, as within, so without. I'm going to get clear on the inside game here so I can purge this Nine of Swords and the Devil card. Yep, walking away from it. Eight of Cups, Hanged Man, the Hermit, and the Four of Swords. This is an inside shift. So it may manifest itself in your outer life. There could be people leaving your life or situations suddenly dropping off, or, a job that's too small for you. Like you have bigger fish to fry here. You've got bigger opportunities to come along. And there was so much confusion. I feel like there was so much, kind of flooding the zone. There was so much of that. There was so much lack of clarity. Like, is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it that? Why can't I have love? And like, I don't see that as connected to what's going on over here. I don't see that as connected to this particular self-limiting behavior or belief. And now I feel like you're seeing it in a more linear way. That's the Virgo part of this. The Virgo part of this, we have Mercury in Virgo, and we have the South Node in Virgo. The sun's in Virgo. So there's a real sense of shining a light on past life contracts, past life stories that need purging. Full moon in Pisces, right across the hall. Full moon in Pisces. September 1st, Saturn moves in to Pisces. And so it's like Pisces is dissolving things and Saturn is the structures, the rules. These are the rules. Those rules are being dissolved because you're creating new rules for yourself. And that's why this is an inside job. Eight of Cups, Hanged Man, and the Hermit. It's time for you to step into your own wisdom, the Four of Swords. And it's not the approval or disapproval. It's not coming from external. It's sort of like you're taking away the power, taking away any power that people or social structures, constructs have had over you. You're taking that away. You're becoming more sovereign, more empowered. Anything more about this truth be told? Ace of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, taking a damn long time. That's Virgo. Page of Pentacles, taking a long time to learn this. Three of Swords, mostly because you didn't want to, Queen of Wands, you didn't want to end, you didn't want something to end. There's some nostalgia here. Like, oh, I can continue along as an empowered, divine feminine, divine masculine. But I'm just going to kind of go along to get along with my folks or with my bestie or a relationship that I know I've outgrown. I know I've outgrown it. And it's like, I really don't want that to go, but that person is hanging on to those old, this person has kept you small. I don't know that they are consciously aware of that. So it might feel a little punitive or a little mean to you. It might feel that way to lean into your own power. But that's what's happening. That's what's happening. And this is a tremendous amount of healing coming your way. And so you can avail yourself of this Ace of Cups. So let's see what's next on the horizon. I'm going to continue this reading. If this is your reading, this is resonating for you, there's a link below. See you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.